So considering the basic array, right? Now when we talk about the array, we have so many methods. How you filter, there are various functions just to filter the array. You can do filter with various categories also, means various conditions also, some one condition, multiple condition. Sometimes you can filter an array with some name starting with, some ending with, some it contains. So there are multiple ways how you can filter an array, right? Now when we talk about Angular or JavaScript or React just interviews, right? So people will, when we talk about Angular or React.js, people think like they will ask DSA. They don't ask DSA question because Angular works on the front end browser. Browser doesn't have that memory which can handle big complex data manipulation or any algorithm, right? So, but basic DSA means this data structure. Let's say you have an array or an object. So how you deal with that? So that they are definitely going to ask. Okay. So now those method we are going to see. Just a moment. Okay. Now, so when we talk about array in JavaScript, there are so many methods. Now, if you check this, this is a number array. Now here I'm passing 10 twice, let's say 34, and here 56. Now this is an array what I have. Now let's say you want to check if this particular array has particular element present in it or not. So there are multiple ways to filter. Okay. So how to filter array? So there are multiple methods like filter is there, find is there, include is there, find index is there, filter, find, include, find index. Am I missing anything? Four methods we have, right? Let's try if I come on. So these are the various methods which we have already provided in the array data type, array prototype. Now let's say you want to find that if in this array, if we have number 60 present, okay, is 60 present. So numbers dot. I will first tell you the difference between all the methods. Okay. First we will try to use filter arrow operation. Okay. You write it M or X, anything. M equal to. This is your condition. What number you want to check? If 60 is present. So 60. Okay. Let's add a debugger. Save. Now in my array, I have 60 present. So here you are getting an array and that element is present. Okay. Same like that. If I copy paste this line is 85 present. I want to check if 85 is there. Why I'm writing in, we can write numbers in between. So now I want to check if in my array, I have the 85 present or not. Okay. Now see. Now we have two variable. In first variable, we are checking if the numbers in my array 60 value is present or not. Currently it is there. So here you can see what we got it over here. Again, we got an array with that element present. If you check it over here, in my array, I don't have an element where value is 85. So here what you got? We got an array itself, but the length is 0. Okay. This is the filter method. So filter method, how it works. So filter method will help you to find element present in your array or not. If the element exists, you will get array of that element. Now see, here we have written 60. Let's say I have 62 times. So see now, your output will totally change now. Refresh. Let me get this down. Now see, in my array, 60 value is present 2 times. So in return, what you got? 2 elements we got because 60 is present twice. So you got 2 elements. In my array, I don't have any element with matching value 85. So I got empty array. So when you use the filter method, whatever the condition you are passing, whatever the condition here you are passing, if element exists for that condition, you will get array of that element, whatever the matching condition is there. But if the element is not there, you will get empty array. This is how filter behaves. Okay. One more, let's say constant greater than 25. Or let's say 45. Now I need all the element wherever we have value greater than 45. So again numbers dot filter or let's write x, anything. Okay, x is greater than 45. See now. See, I got all the element wherever value is greater than 45. Understood how you write the filter? Now there can be various conditions. Here we are checking with equal to, not equal to, greater than, less than. So many things can be there. Okay. This is one function by which you can filter. We have find also. Now same thing, I'm going to write it again, but with the find now. Is present find. Okay, just I'm adding a find words. And instead of filter, I'm using find. Find is also a method present. Okay. Now see how different output we get. Okay. Let me maximize it. Now with filter, the first condition where we have compared with 60. So we got two array because in our array we had 60 present two times. So we got two element. Same thing over here. I'm checking with 60 only, but here I'm using find. So here you can see we got a single element. Okay. When you were using filter, you got two element because 60 value was present two times. But in case of filter, but in case of find, you just got a value only once. So this is the difference between filter and find. Filter will get you all the matching element. Okay, because currently in our array, this 60 value is repeated. So it will get you all the matching element. Whatever the condition you have passed, it will get you all the matching element. So you got two element which values were 60. Here also. So here you can see, sorry. So first, in case of filter, we got two element because two element were there. But in case of find, we just got one value return, 60. Now the second condition where we check 85. In our array, we don't have 85. So in case of filter, what you got? Empty array you got. That is the default value. If you are using filter and whatever the condition you pass, none of the element matches that condition, you will get empty array. But in case of find, you get it undefined. Understood? In case of filter, whatever the condition you pass, if no element matches this condition, you will get empty array. But in case of find, you get undefined. Okay. Now here we have checked like we are using filter wherever all the values is value is greater than 45. So in case of filter, we got all the values, all the element which values is greater than 45. But now if you check in the find, so here you can see we got 60, 56 and like that. Now here you can see we got 60. So the first element you found which is greater than 60, that only it will return. So this is the difference. Filter will return multiple values, whatever the condition, either it is equal to, greater than, less than. Whatever the element matches that condition, it will return all the element. But find will return only the first element, whatever it finds. Okay? Because if you see this condition, it will start from the first element. This is the first element which is greater than 45. So it has returned 60 over here. Understood? So whenever you know that you need multiple values, you will use filter. When you know that you are going to need a single value, or you know that this value will be present only once or not, then you will use find. Clear?
So what if
Filter.
we have two values of 45 and 44 and we use find, then which value will come? First
See, I will
value
repeat.
44.
Wait. I will repeat myself well again, then you can only answer. Filter will get you all the matching element. Okay? It will return an array. If element, whatever elements are there, if doesn't match any condition, you will get empty array. In case of find, it will only return a single value. Even if whatever the condition you have written, if multiple elements are there, only single value you will get, the first one itself. If no value is present, you will get undefined. That is clear? These are the only two possible cases. Now tell me your question.
Yes, I got. So I said find is used for only one element. So
Hmm.
uh, what if we want to find 45 and uh, we have 245?
Yeah, so you will go for filter, no then. That's what I said. If you need two multiple values, you will use filter. If you need just a single value, you will go for find.
Oh, got it.
Understood? Based on our use case, if you know, like you just need to check. Now find, you normally don't use it to filter. Find we use whenever you know ki whatever the condition you are passing, you know that only one element will exist, then only you use find. Okay, we will see that in the array of object properly, then you will understand more. Okay, so filter will return multiple element, file will return only single element. If element exists, it will return an array. If element exists, this will return an element itself. If not, undefined. Four use cases, two use cases of this positive and negative scenario, two use cases of this positive. In case of positive, you will get the value. In case of negative, you will get undefined. In case of over here, all the matching element array you will get. In case of negative, you will get empty array. That's it. Okay. Now we have include also. Now how does include behaves? Again, I'm copy pasting the whole thing. So this will be include now. Copy, copy, copy. Now instead of find, I will use includes. Okay. Now see. So the first condition, what we were checking, if number includes 60 or not. So what we should get over here? What should be the output of this? We are checking if in my array it includes value 60 or not. In my array, I'm checking if any element matches the value
Uh,
60 or not.
it's
So what
in
we should,
true.
true or false?
It
Okay.
Boolean.
Wait, why we are getting false over here? Includes, I'm equal to 60 because we have two element or what? Why we are getting false? Strange. Let's try 70. Save. Why we are getting false? Numbers includes equal to 60 and we have 70 over here. Why we are getting false? Sorry. The syntax is wrong. Here you have to directly pass the value. Sorry, I copy pasted and that's what I got. So in case of include, you have to directly pass the number. So include expect just the value. You don't need to pass it like this. Okay. So you are checking if whatever the element, whatever the value you are passing, this value exists in your value or not. Okay. Let's go with 60. Reload. Now see, we got true because 60 is present. Doesn't matter single or multiple. It only check if 60 is present or not. Okay. 85. Do we have 85? No. So we will get false. Understood? Now here you cannot check the last one, that less than or greater than. Okay. So include will normally work. Include we use just if you have to check if this element present or not. Simply yes or no. Doesn't matter how many time or less than greater than no. You just have to check include the word itself. If this element present in my array or not, it will return true or false. If the value whatever you are passing is exist in your array, you will get true. If the value is not exist, you will get it as false. Okay. Just like include, one more method is there, that is findIndex. findIndex. What it can does, findIndex, from the word, what it seems,
It will find the index of that element.
right? In the array, when we talk about the array, element gets stored as per the index. Okay, so you will get the index of that element key, whatever the value you have passed, what is the index of that value? Okay, where it is breaking, findIndex. Here you have to go with that other way, m equal to, but no, findIndex m equal to 60. 55, 55. No, but findIndex need a specific element itself. We cannot pass a condition again. Let's try to check, then we will check. And now in array 60 is present two times, but we are getting the, which was 2, 0, 1, 2. So first element, whatever it has find. Okay. So findIndex, it will get you the index of the first element, whatever is there. Again, it will just like how find behaves now. Doesn't matter how many multiple elements are there. It will only consider the first element. So it will findIndex also behave the same way. Whatever the first element it got, whatever the value you pass, it will get you that. Okay. So you can see you got 2 because 0, 1, 2. It didn't consider this. The first element, whatever it found, it has written the index of it. 85. Now in our array, we don't have 85. So what it might return? If in the positive case, if that element is present, we are getting the index of it. But if the element is not present, so what we might get?
-1.
You know previously. Okay. So you get -1. If the element is present, you will get the positive number, whatever the index you have. If the element is not present, you will get -1. Okay. That's how you will identify if this element exists or not. Understood? Now, just see all this method one more time. Now, all these methods are behaving same, but they have different use cases. Now, let's say you just need to check if element exists or not in your array. You can use filter also, you can use find also, you can use include also, you can use findIndex also. In case of filter, if the element exists or not, how you will decide? If the array length is 0, you will say, yeah, element doesn't exist. In case of find, it is undefined. So if it is undefined, you will say, yeah, element doesn't exist. In case of include, you get false. In case of findIndex, you get -1. So if your purpose is just to check if element exists in my array or not, you can use any of it. But conditions will different. Here you will check array.length is equal to 0. Here you will check variable equal to undefined. Here you will check it is false, and you will check -1. All will work the fine. Now, let's say you want to get all the element with specific condition. Like over here, you need all the element where element value is greater than 45. So obviously you will go for filter only. None of it will work because you need all the matching values. So only filter will work. Understood? Now let's say you just need an index of that element. So only this method you will use. So according to the purpose, you will use method. Clear? Okay. Now This was with the array of numbers. Same thing goes for your array of string also. Okay, let me show you little bit example of that. Now here I want to check is Nagpur present. I want to check in this array if Nagpur is there or not. So cities dot, which method I can use? I want to check if Nagpur is present or not in my array. Which method I can use? Any one of it, right? What I said,
Filter
I need
or find.
anything, right? Anything you can check, but best will be include. Includes Nagpur. Now tell me what it will return. What will be the output you will get it over here?
False.
Um, I believe you typed the wrong one. It didn't have the uppercase, so it
Right?
should be false.
It will be false because the value what you are comparing is small, but value you have it is capital. Okay. So case sensitive. Let's save. Let's reload. Okay. So true because the same value exists. If it was a small one, we would have got it as false. Okay. Let's check. Let's say Nagpur or Ahmednagar. Jamnagar. Okay. Now I need to check from my array. Let's say first start with Pune. Pune is there twice. Panji. Any city name we start with P. Pune, Panji.
Pandharpur.
Hmm?
Pandharpur.
Voice is not coming.
Panvel.
I need a city which name start with P.
Panvel.
Panvel.
Panvel. Okay. Now you need to get the list of all the cities which starts with P. Okay. City with P. You need to get the list of all the cities which starts with P. So cities dot, which method I can use now out of them? Which method will get me all the cities which start with P?
Filter.
Filter. Anyone like to go with anything else? Because filter is the only method which will get you all the matching element. That's what I said. Whenever you expect there will be multiple values, go for a filter only. Okay. So dot filter m equal to m. Now what I need to do? Which element starts with particular character? So starts with. Now this starts with is from string prototype. Okay. What we need to do with p, or let's go with p, and before comparing we can convert it to lowercase dot to lowercase, so we don't have to worry about capital and small. So first you are converting to lowercase, then you are comparing. See now. So here you can see we got all the cities which names start with P. Understood? Okay. Just like end with, I don't know, we have end with or not. Let's check. Ends with also we have city and R. I want all the cities where it ends with R. Save. See, Nagpur, Ahmednagar, Jamnagar. Understood? Let's say you want to check in between. Let me check if contain is there or not. Contain or include. Wait, directly on the lowercase, right? Includes, say, A. Okay. City with A. See, we got all the cities where in between somewhere we have A. See, we haven't got any city where we don't have A. Understood? Okay. So many wide variations are there, and this is what they ask in interview. Clear? Okay. Now we have done the same thing with your array of string and array of number. Now array of object. Okay. Now I have some array of object. Let's say employee. So observe it carefully. Now see what we have: ID, name. ID is unique. Okay. Name, city, state, department, salary is active. Now let's say you want to get the list of employees who are active. Okay. Constant active emp employees dot, which method I should use? I need the list of all employees who are active. Which method I should use? Find or find index or include. Guys,
Fine.
again, listen to my question. I'm saying I need all the list of employees who are active. Which method I can use?
Filter.
Filter.
Filter only. I'm saying multiple, na? Right? Scenarios will keep on changing. You have to stick to your basic. Filter will only get you multiple element. Remaining will get you only single value. This will get you first element. This will return you true or false. This will also return the integer. So only filter. What is there to confuse? Got it? Whenever you know ki, yeah, there might be multiple employees who might be active. Obviously, if it is multiple, filter. Okay. Filter. Round bracket emp equal to emp dot. Now in emp, every element, one element you get. So it's an object. Dot is active equal to true. So you get all the elements who are active. See, you got 4 elements which are active. If you check it over here, this was true. See, 4 elements are there. So you got all the list of elements who are active. Make sense? Okay. Now, constant Maharashtra, Pune, employee. Now you need all the employees who are from state Maharashtra and city is Pune. Okay. You need list of all the employees where city is Pune and state is Maharashtra. Now there are 2 conditions. Employees list dot filter. Again, obviously multiple elements, so you will go for filter. emp equal to emp dot state. First condition Maharashtra. Single quote. Maharashtra value. And you need employees where state is Maharashtra and city is Pune. So and m dot emp dot city equal to Pune. See, you got only 2 elements where city is Pune and state is Maharashtra. From Maharashtra, we have 3 elements, 3 employees are there, but Pune is only 2, Sneha and Amit. So we got it. Understood? Now let's say you want either or. You want employees who are either from Maharashtra or city is Pune. Either or. Maharashtra or Pune. So here instead of and you will use or. Now you will get all the three elements. Here we got two because only two elements who are from Maharashtra and Pune. But here you will get all the elements from Maharashtra and Pune. So see, we got the third element also who was from Mumbai. Clear? Let's say you want to filter all the element whose salary is greater than 50,000. Employee greater than 50. Salary. Salary is greater than 50,000. Different variations can be there now, but you might have got the idea. See, we got three employees whose salary is greater than 50,000. Only one element we didn't got, and this element. So Amit and Sneha are the only two elements where, employee whose salary is less than 50,000. We got remaining employees. Understood? Okay. Now this, let's say if someone was a .NET developer, so the same question they will ask it with SQL. Logic will be same. So as I always say, logic is not bound to a one particular technology. Logic is universal. Doesn't matter where you work. Okay. Today I tried creating a mobile app. Now I don't know anything about mobile app. I don't know anything about React Native, but I created it. Okay, that's why I have asked, like, if someone has Android Studio, I wanted to create a APK for that. Because logic is there. Okay, so that's why work on your fundamental, work on your logic, problem solving. So that is the only thing which will help you to survive in the IT. We don't have very good number of developers whose logic is at the right time, or it's very up to the mark. Okay, fine. Now, what else was there? Now, as I said, whenever we talk about any Get API integration, every API, employee list, product list, you will get product ID, employee ID. So you will have something unique that we call it as a primary key. Okay. Now let's say you want to get a single employee record where ID is equal to 4. You want to get single employee record where ID is equal to 4. What you will use? Which method you will use?
Find.
Find.
Find or include will also work? Will include work? Yes or no? Will include work?
Yes.
How include will work? As I said, I need the whole employee data. What include returns?
Okay, true false
Boolean
rounded.
value.
Boolean value.
Right? So can I use it? Again,
No.
go to the basic. See, I will write it down. Filter. Return all matching elements. Okay. Fine. Will return first matching element. Includes return true or false. Find index. Return positive value or -1. Now clear? Filter will return all the matching element. File will return the first matching element. Include will return true or false. Find index will return just the index. So my question was, I need from my employee, I need to find if the particular, I need the whole record of employee whose ID is 4. Only find will return the whole element. So dot find m.id equal to 4. So you will get, if the element exists where ID is equal to 4, so you will get the whole element over here. Save. Reload. See, you got a single element of that whole employee whose ID was 4. Make sense? Let's say if we have 12 over here or 12 over here, what will happen now? What value I will get it over here?
Undefined.
Undefined.
Undefined. Okay. Find will return the element if element exists, if not, undefined. Okay. Now I need to check if we have any element, any employee whose salary is greater than 80,000. Which method I should use? I just need to check if we have any employee whose salary is greater than 80,000. My question was not clear.
Filter.
I need to check if
Hmm.
from my employees, is there any employee whose salary is greater than 80,000? Which method I will use?
Can you do
Include.
include?
Include.
Yes.
M dot, but in case of include, why I'm getting we cannot pass a condition. It will only, let's try, because here you can say it is not suggesting. I'm not sure it will work or not. Include only expect, but include should work on array of object also. 80,000. Let's try. It might break. Reload. Okay, we got it false. Let's say 60,000. We should get it as true. In both the cases, we are getting it false. 60,000 was there. Include will work or not? Let's try asking it more. This. So it will only include in only works on the normal string and array, and you can directly pass the value. So here you cannot pass the condition like less than, greater than. Okay. Okay. So sum is there. Sum and one more was there. Every. Yeah. Okay. So this was just like this. We have sum and every. Okay.
But filter also can be used
Yeah,
here.
filter we can use. Definitely, obviously, we can use the filter. But here you will get multiple element. Then dot length you will check. Okay.
Okay.
Or find index also you can use it. But here, in case of find index, you will get, if element is there, you will get the first element index. Okay. So filter will also work. But in case of filter, how you will know? If this length is 0, you know that you don't have any element greater than 60,000. Let's say what we tried, 80,000. Save. Now here you will get empty array. So we will get empty array because we don't have any element matching salary is greater than 80,000. If it was greater than 60,000, we will get some elements. We will get array of elements where salary is greater than 60,000. See, we got only one element. I think only one element is there. Yeah, only this, because we added greater than. So this Rahul record didn't came. But if we add less than or equal to. So now you will get 2 element. Make sense? Okay. This is how you do filtering. Clear all now? What is filter? What is find? Some we were trying. So just like this, if you want to check if any element is there who is having that 85, A2. So instead of filter, we can use sum. Now what does sum return? Boolean only. Okay, just like include. So include return Boolean value, but include works only on the array of string and the number, and directly you can pass the value. But if you have an array of object and you want to check if particular thing is exist or not, so you will use sum. So 80,000. We got false, and if I pass 60, we should get it as true. We got true because we have 1 or 2 element where salary is greater than 60. Okay, let's add it over here. Sum behaves like include but will return true or false. Okay, and in include only works on array of number or string. Okay, clear everyone? Just a minute. Yeah, anyone having any question? Okay, now this is about filter, find, and all the method. Now there is one more method, that is map. Okay, now we have this array. Now what you need to do, let me create another one. Roll number list, and I will say 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. So I have an array where I have some integer value. Now what I need to do, whatever the element I have, I need to create a new array by using this, and I want to multiply each element with 2. Whatever the element you have, by using this array, I need to create a new array. But every value, whatever the elements you have, that I need to multiply it with 2. So I should get 4, 8, 10, 12, something like it. So we have a map function which helps you to iterate on every element, and it will create a new array out of it. So new roll number is equal to roll number list dot map. It's like a for loop. It will iterate on every element one by one. Element equal to element into, you have to multiply with 2. See now. Reload. Somewhere is there. So this is my original array, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, now I'm using a map, and when you use map, it's like for loop. On every element it is iterating, and every element you are getting, it is multiplying with 2, so you get a totally new array. See, 4, 8, 10, 12, 14 and 18 into 2. So map will help you to create a new array by doing some manipulation with that. Understood? Let's say you have this original array of string. Now let's say you want to capitalize all the word. Okay. So constant new city list. By using this array cities dot map, what you need to do, you just need to create a new array, but all the words you have to capitalize. So dot to uppercase. See, you got the same array, but now all the words are capitalized. So map helps you to create a new array with some different modification, whatever you do. It doesn't modify the existing one. It creates a new array. Map. Okay. Just like that, let's say you have your array of objects. So in array of object also, you can do some operation like that, where it is, let's say this employee array is there. Now in employee array, you have so many things, ID, name, everything. Now let's say from this, you just need array of names. Okay. So constant employee names array. You just need array of names. So employee dot map round bracket. Now what you need? Just the name. So emp dot name. Debugger. Save. See, you just got array of one particular property from your whole array of object. Just array of name you got. Let's say in your employee array, you have so many things, but you just want an array of only ID and name. You don't need the remaining field. Okay. So as I said, what is the use of map operator? To modify the existing and create something new. So constant employee ID name list. Employee dot map round bracket emp. What you want to return? An object. What you will have? ID emp dot ID, one property, name emp dot name. Wait, why we are getting error? Round bracket is needed, I think. After this, round bracket, round bracket. So from your array of object, where in object so many fields are there, from that you need a different array of object where only particular fields are there. Save. See, you got a different array and it has only two fields, whatever you said. So maps helps you to modify, means it doesn't modify the existing, but it can help you to create a modified version of some array. Okay. Understood what is the use of map operator? It helps you to iterate on the array and create something new. At least let's say code you're not able to understand, but use case you should be understood. Okay, what is the use case? What does map does? What does filter does? What does, if you are saying all this for the first time, sometimes it is not easy to understand everything. But at least use case you should understand. Forget about the code. AI is going to write the code. But you should understand the concept. Key, if you want to filter, there are how many ways. If you want to, by using existing array, you want to create something new. So you will use map. Okay. Now let's say you want, where we have a second array. So here you have an array. Now what you need to do, you want to get sum of all the element. Okay, you want to get sum of all the element from an array. How we can do it? Let's say you don't know reduce. How you can get the sum of all the element from this array? How you can get the sum of all the element? 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 9, whatever sum that you need. How you will get the sum of the element? Come on, you should know it. How you will get the sum of all the element? Anyone? Using for loop, na? You will iterate and you will get one element and you will make a sum of it. See. So you will create a variable where total. You will initialize with 0. Okay. Now you will iterate for loop on your roll number list dot length. And here what you need to update total equal to total plus roll number list square bracket index, whatever the iteration value you have. Let's add a debugger and check. That's how you get the total. Okay. So currently total value is 2 because this line got executed. So index is 0. Roll number of 0, you got 2. So 0 plus 2, you got 2. Then second iteration. Fourth element. On first index, what you got? On first element, what you got? 4. So existing value is 2. 2 plus 4. So 6 we got. Like that, you will get the total. 2 plus 4, 6 plus 5, 11. So like that, you will get the sum of it after the for loop. Okay, you got the sum 33. This is one way. Then you can use for each also like that. But again, it's a loop only. So instead of using the loop, we have something called reduce. Whenever you need a single output from your array, whenever you need a single output, single value from your array, you can use reduce. Okay, so how do you do that? So where total 2 is equal to roll number list dot reduce. Okay, now reduce has two callbacks, so accumulator and number itself. Arrow operator, here you will say return. So your accumulator, if accumulate number is, what do we need? Num plus accumulator, and here you have to initialize with 0. I always forget the syntax of reduce. Let's check. Okay, 33. So this is the initial value. This is first value, second value, first value. So original value is like accumulator is like creating this variable, and we were incrementing that, something like that. So this, whatever the value you pass it over here, that will be the default value. Accumulator plus next value, next value, next value, it will happen. So reduce is a way how you can get a single value out of the array. Okay. Map and reduce. So just for a basic, again, so many things are there, so many variations might be there, but everyone should understand this at least. See, filter, find index, include, sum, map, reduce. Okay, the use cases of it. Understood?